Watches are not only functional timepieces, but also fashionable accessories that can enhance your personal style. However, finding a great watch that is also affordable can be a challenge. Many people assume that high-quality watches must come with a hefty price tag, but that's not always the case. With the right approach, you can find great but cheap watches that meet your needs and budget. Welcome to another episode of the Steady Ticker. Do you have a soft spot for watches? Subscribe now to the Steady Ticker and click the notification bell to keep posted on the latest news on different luxury watch brands and the industry. We create content on trivias, intricacies, history and anything under the weather about luxury watch brands and their models. In today's episode, we'll showcase affordable watch picks that exceed expectations in terms of quality and value for money. First on the list is Casio Duro. Priced at only $60, the Casio Duro gives off an expensive and a luxurious feel. It features a 44mm case, which may be larger than some people prefer. However, the value it offers is hard to argue with. The watch has a high-end look that could easily be mistaken for a much more expensive timepiece if it had a different movement or a brand name. The case finishing is of exceptional quality and comparable to watches priced between $500 to $1,000. The blue dial has a glossy texture that adds to the overall solid appearance of the watch, making it a great choice for anyone looking for a watch in the sub-$100 range. Next up is Seagull 1963. This watch pick offers exceptional value in mechanical chronographs. While some may push back on the movement, it's actually one of the biggest advantages. This manual wound column wheel chronograph movement is typically found in watches over $1,000, but the Seagull 1963 offers it for under $500. The movement speaks for itself, and even though it's not Swiss-made, it's a copy of the Venus movement, which is housed in watches with much higher price tags. While service costs may be higher than the cost of the watch itself, the Seagull 1963 is a cool expression of a watch that looks way above its price segment. If you're looking for a mechanical chronograph that's affordable and looks expensive, this is a great option to consider. Another timepiece that's worth your money is Zelos Mako V3. Zelos Mako V3 is a dive watch that satisfies all the criteria when it comes to offering great specifications for the price. Although it may not look more expensive, upon closer inspections of the details, it becomes apparent that it delivers quite a bit compared to mainstream brands in the same price range. The case is very sturdy with 300 meters of water resistance, but the standout feature is a titanium case that is topped with 1200 HV on the Vickers hardness scale, making it highly scratch resistant, similar to Zinn's tegimented cases, which is impressive for this price point. The bracelet also impresses with its on-the-fly adjustment clasp, which one would typically find in watches that cost at least twice or more. The Miyota 9 series movement is a 4Hz movement, which is a higher beat frequency than many entry-level Miyota calibers that are only 3Hz. The watch also features sapphire crystal and comes with a wide range of dials to choose from, which all look great. Although it may not have the immediate wow factor of some of the other watches on this list, it's clear that this watch has something special to offer. Fourth on the list is a Seiko 5 Sports GMT SSK 001 003 005. These next watches are the Seiko 5 Sports GMTs, which are a surefire hit from Seiko. The Seiko 5 Sports line has always been known for providing excellent value for the price, and the addition of a GMT movement at a price point under $500 is incredible. The design of these watches also looks great, combining the classic Seiko 5 architecture with a range of bezel displays that are typically found in more expensive watches. The popularity of GMT watches in 2022 has also contributed to the success of this line, with brands across different price ranges releasing their own versions of GMT watches. The Seiko 5 Sports GMTs definitely hold their own and look great for their price. Coming up is the Baltic MR01. The Baltic MR01 is a dress watch that takes inspiration from the mid-20th century designs with classic dimensions and a beautiful dial. However, what sets it apart from others in this price range is its movement. The micro rotor, which is typically found in high-end luxury watches, is a standout feature of this timepiece. It adds a touch of sophistication and luxury to the watch, and it's remarkable to see this feature in a watch that costs less than $1,000. The Hangzhou Movement Caliber 5000A is produced in China and is a testament to Baltic's commitment to delivering exceptional value for the price. The Baltic MR01 is an excellent example of how the brand is pushing the boundaries in terms of what is possible in a watch at this price point. Up next, we have the Mido Ocean Star 200. When it comes to dive watches, there are many options at different price points, but there's one brand that often gets overlooked: Mido. One of their standout models is the Ocean Star 200. The Mido Ocean Star 200 feels well crafted and the finishing is impressive. Mido is often compared to other Swatch Group brands such as the Hamilton Khaki Navy, Scuba, or the Tissot Sea Star 1000, but the elevated finishing on the case and bracelet of the Ocean Star sets it apart. Unfortunately, the distribution of Mido watches is spotty across different parts of the world, especially in the United States. However, the Ocean Star 200 surprises those who handle it with its fantastic clasp, anti-reflective coating on the crystal, and easy-to-read dial. Overall, it is a watch that creeps up on you and exceeds expectations. 7th on this list is the Anordain Model 2 Flax. The Anordain Model 2 Flax features a unique green hue and dial layout with a different handset. The standout feature of this brand is their use of enameling. Anordain approaches enameling in an artistic manner, resulting in spectacular and unique dials that are unlike any other. Priced at around $2,000, Anordain is probably the best entry point into the world of enameling. While high complications are typically associated with expensive watches and reserved for the upper high watch brands like Patek Philippe, Anordain offers a unique and artistic alternative. Next off, the Longines Master Calendar Chronograph. The Longines Master Calendar Chronograph is a notable exception to the high cost typically associated with watches featuring this level of complication. Priced at around $3,500, it offers the best value for a complete calendar chronograph watch. Although the layout is familiar with other brands utilizing similar formats for their complications, seeing it in a watch at this price point from a brand with such pedigree is unmatched. The watch boasts a 40mm case, 46.3mm lug-to-lug, and 14.3mm thickness, making it perfectly wearable. The all-mechanical watch features a calendar and a chronograph, powered by the solid workhouse of the Valho 7751 movement. Second to the last of the list is the Louis Erard Guilloche main. The Guilloche main is a prime example of Louis Erard's commitment to the art of guilloche, which involves creating micro-cuts in a surface using a lathe typically associated with high-end timepieces. This technique requires great concentration and skill, and the end result is a stunning dial that looks far more expensive than its price point of around $4,000. Louis Erard's focus on preserving traditional arts like enameling and guilloche in a more accessible price range is admirable. Typically, this type of technique would cost at least 5 figures, as seen with brands like Breguet. However, Louis Erard's use of the rose engine technique allows for endless creative patterns that are both beautiful and affordable. Finally, we have the Glashütte Original PanoMaticLunar. The Glashütte Original PanoMaticLunar is a watch that is priced around $10,000 and boasts a very impressive movement. When you first look at the watch on the dial, it appears to be a high-end timepiece, and upon closer inspection, it becomes clear that the movement is what really sets it apart. The movement, which is the Geo 9019, is beautifully crafted and designed, and has a unique look that is sure to impress any watch enthusiast. Many people compare the Glashütte Original PanoMaticLunar to the Lange 1. However, when you look at the Glashütte Original PanoMaticLunar, it becomes clear that it's a watch that can hold its own against the Lange 1 and is certainly worth considering for anyone in the market for a high-end watch. Buying a great but affordable watch is not an impossible task. It's important to do your research and compare the prices to ensure that you're getting the best value for your money. However, remember that a cheap watch doesn't necessarily mean a low-quality watch. There are plenty of affordable watches made with high-quality materials and precision engineering that offer great value for the price. Interested in the watches on this list? Tell us in the comments below which of these watches you're likely to buy. Want to hear more about watches? Hit the subscribe button below to support the Steady Ticker channel and click the notification bell to instantly know about our new videos on luxury watches. See you in the next one.